Hello, we are going to read another chapter of our book, Junie B. Jones, Toothless Wonder. I think I'm going to read chapters 3 and 4. So last time we read, we were just learning about Junie B. Jones, and we know that she has a loose tooth. She is in the first grade, and one of her top teeth is wiggly. And nobody else in her class has ever lost a top tooth before. And so chapter 3 is called Ow, and I have a feeling that she might be losing her tooth soon. So let's see what happens in chapter 3. Ow. I walked home from my bus stop very slowly. Walking is good for thinking, I think. Talking is good for thinking too. I just wish I wasn't the first one, that's all, I said out loud to myself. I wish the other children in room 1 were losing their teeth too. Then all of us would look toothless together, and no one would throw fruit. I did a big breath. Oh, yeah, only that's the silliest thing I ever heard of, I said. 'Cause you can't make other children have loose teeth, Junie B. I rolled my eyes. Yeah, only I already know that, Junie B, I said. But I really don't want to be first. So why can't my tooth just stay in my mouth a little longer? That's what I would like to know. I crossed my arms at myself. 'Cause you keep wiggling it, that's why, I said. Maybe if you didn't wiggle it, it would get tight again. Did you ever think of that? Huh? Did you? I walked and walked some more. Then, all of a sudden, I did a gasp. 'Cause I did think of that! Ha! I ran to my house speedy quick. My grandpa Frank Miller was babysitting my fussy brother named Ollie. Grandpa Miller, I know what to do about my tooth. I know what to do about my tooth, I hollered real happy. Grandpa Miller was bouncing Ollie on his lap. Ollie was wearing his drool bib. Also, he was slobbering and chewing on his arm. Ollie will not be popular in school, probably. Mother said he is drooly and fussy because he will be getting teeth soon. She is kidding herself, I think. Just then, Ollie started to cry. Grandpa Miller looked weary of that boy. I took Ollie away from him. Don't worry, Grandpa. I know how to calm this baby down, I said. After that, I patted Ollie's back very nice. Then I hummed really soft in his ear. And I put him in the hall closet. Grandpa got him out of there real quick. He put Ollie in his playpen, and he gave him animal crackers. Animal crackers are crackers that make babies stop crying. Also, I enjoy an occasional cracker myself. After Ollie stopped fussing, Grandpa Miller came back in the kitchen, and he put me on his lap. Okay, little girl, I'm ready to listen to your news now, he said. What were you saying about your tooth? Did it get any looser at school today? I clapped my hands together. That's what I was going to tell you, Grandpa, I said. Because at school, I found out that I am the first person in room 1 to lose a top front tooth. So at first, I felt proud about that news. Only then I got nervous on account of who wants to look like toothless Uncle Lou? That's why. And so then I had a long talk with myself, and hooray, hooray, I decided not to lose my tooth after all. My grandpa raised his eyebrows at me. Really, he said, you're not going to lose your tooth, huh? Do you really think you can do that, honey? Yes, I said. I know I can do it, Grandpa, because all I have to do is not wiggle it anymore. And then it will get real tight in my mouth again. I'm sure of it. I'm positive. I reached in my mouth and I touched my tooth very light with my finger. Yep, I said, I can feel it. It's tighter already. I opened my mouth and pointed. See it, Grandpa? See how tight it's getting? Grandpa Miller squinted his eyes. Gee, honey, I don't know, he said. It still looks pretty loose to me. Then, without even asking, he reached in my mouth and he started to wiggle it. No, I yelled. No, no, no. I snapped my mouth shut. Ow, said my grandpa. He quick pulled out his finger. Ow, I said right back, because I felt a pinch, that's why. I poked all around with my tongue. Something did not feel right in there. My heart started to pound very fast. I held my breath, and then I opened my mouth kind of sickish, and I spit my tooth right in my hand. There's a picture on that page. All right, so now we are on chapter 4. So Junie B's tooth fell out, and I think Junie B. Jones is very silly. Did you think that her tooth was really going to get tighter by just keeping it from not wiggling in her mouth? I didn't think so. Most of the time, if a tooth is wiggling, it's just going to keep being wiggly by itself, even if you don't bother it. And then eventually, when you're eating your food or brushing your teeth, it'll probably fall out. So now we are on chapter 4, and this chapter is called Freako. And there's one picture in this page. Let's see what happens next to Junie B. I ran and ran all over the house. Oh no, I shouted. Oh no, oh no. My Grandpa Frank Miller knocked my tooth out. My Grandpa Frank Miller knocked my tooth out. Grandpa ran after me. No, I didn't. Of course I didn't, Junie B, he said. Your tooth came out when you bit down on my finger. I kept running and shouting. I look like Uncle Lou. I look like Uncle Lou. Help, help, help. I look like Uncle Lou. I zoomed to the front door and opened it wide. 911, 911. My tooth's knocked out. My tooth's knocked out. Grandpa quick picked me up and carried me back inside. Then he took me to the bathroom and he gave me a paper cup with water. Rinse and spit, he said. I did what he said, only that's when the worstest thing of all happened, 'cause my spit water turned pink. I did a gasp at that sight. Blood! Blood! There's blood in my spit! I hollered some more. Grandpa Millard covered his ears. Please, Junie B, just stop the screeching. After that, he took 2 aspirin, plus also he ate 2 Tums. I kept on rinsing and spitting. Then finally, my spit water turned regular. Whew, I said, that was a close one. I was almost out of my blood. Grandpa bent down next to me and smiled. Well, let's have a look, he said. I opened my mouth for him. He looked in and he did a chuckle. Then he lifted me up to the mirror so I could see too. I quick closed my mouth again because I was nervous to see myself, of course. My tongue felt my tooth hole. It felt very roomy in there. Well, said Grandpa Miller, aren't you going to look, honey? It looks cute, Junie B, it really does. My heart pounded and pounded. Then, fast as a wink, I opened my lips, and I did a little peek in my mouth. I quick closed my eyes again, because you know what? a freako. Put me down, Grandpa, I said. Put me down right now. I don't want to look at myself again. I don't. Grandpa Miller put me down. Just then, my nose started to sniffle very much, and my eyes got tears in them. I hate me, I said. I hate the way I look. Grandpa blew my nose on toilet paper. I'm never going to look at myself again. Not ever, ever, never. And I mean it. Grandpa bent down next to me. I want you to listen to me, little girl, he said. I would never lie to you, Junie B. You look every bit as cute without your tooth as you did with it. He gave me a hug. Your new smile is wonderful, he said. You didn't even give it a chance, honey. You really need to look at it again. Honestly, you do. He ruffled my hair. Do it for me, okay? Just give yourself one more chance. I rocked back and forth on my feet, real slow, because I needed to think this over. That's why. Finally, I did a big breath. Okay, Grandpa, I said. If you really want to lift me up there again, I guess I will let you. But I'm only doing this to be nice. Grandpa Miller patted my head. You're very kind, he said. After that, he lifted me back up to the mirror. Very slow, I opened my mouth again, and I peeked at my new tooth hole. Try smiling, said Grandpa. You'll love your new smile. I know you will. I did a nervous breath. Then I smiled at myself kind of shy. See, said Grandpa Miller. See how cute it looks? I didn't answer him. Instead, I made another face at myself, and then another one, and then another one. Pretty soon, I tried every face in the book. Finally, Grandpa winked at me. So what do you think, little girl? He said. How do you think you look? I smiled kind of shy. I think I look fascinating, Frank, I said. Grandpa Miller put me back on the floor, and then he went to the kitchen, and he got a stool, and he brought it back to the bathroom. He helped me up to the top step. I stared at myself until my mother came home. All right, my friends, that is the end of chapter 3 and 4. So I want you to think about, what did you like about those 2 chapters? Did you think there was one part that was really funny or silly that made you laugh? And what do you think about Junie B. Jones and her lost tooth? What do you think the kids at school are going to say to her? And what do you think is going to happen next? Maybe with the tooth fairy? So I want you to think about all those things until we read next time. All right, boys and girls, I will see you soon. Bye.